Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Wednesday, the 27th of March, 2019. We're about 8:50 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm going to be trying to do these a bit earlier now that I'm putting out my morning subscriber videos much earlier, and when I'm in the office, no reason why I can't do that. As you can see, a mixed stock market day. I still think that the NASDAQ could make a run towards the 18-day average of closes to find its footing. If you look at the metal markets, and by the way, if you haven't seen my gold report, I'll show you how to get that in a moment here, but I think you want to look at it, and it's going to come off our website probably this Friday. In the dollar index, still a good bid there as the currency markets are getting hit. Mario Draghi came out today with an interesting statement. I think they're getting concerned about negative interest rates and the impact that they're having on banks that are supposedly loaning money to the public, and they're trying to figure a way out to mitigate the impact of that negative rate. If you look at beans getting hit pretty hard today, and you're looking at the grain markets as a whole getting hit hard. So what's going on there? Not quite sure, but we do have the USDA supply-demand reports coming up on Friday, acreage numbers, maybe what the market is telling you, just as typical in the spring. While you got all this flooding, the beans are going to get planted one way or the other. Bonds and notes, we're continuing to see around the world the pressure is not coming off. In other words, rates are falling. And with that in mind, let's take a look at what's going on. First off, the U.S. had a good month on the trade deficit in the sense that it came in at $51.15 billion. Don't get me wrong, a deficit's not the best thing we could have. Some people look at it as it's not the worst thing because our economy is so strong in what we're doing. But $51.15 billion versus 57 is a pretty good decline. And they even kicked up last month, that's the December number, to 59.9 from 59.8. Here's your import-export numbers as to where they come. Here's an interesting thing. Mortgage application volume jumped nearly 9% last week. The average rate for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage went down to 4.45% from 4.55%, and refinance applications are going through the roof, up 12%. Chinese industrial profits declined a combined January and February 14% from a year earlier. Those aren't the best numbers you can look at either. So the question is, where are these markets? What are they going to do? And that's what today's going to be about. And as you can see, just in the few minutes I'm talking, stocks went from unchanged, they popped back up. Very typical as to what's going on as we're getting on to the 9 o'clock time frame. I want to remind you as to something that I've been doing that is different now. I'm putting out gold reports, silver, platinum. I started with the gold report this week. It'll come off our website on Friday. They're video reports now. I'm not writing any longer. I think it's so much easier to do a video report, and I think they're better for you. You get the commentary, you get the inflection of the voice and all that's going on there. So how to get it is pretty simple. Go to our website. Under the word education, you'll see the drop down, you'll see the video report. It'll come off on Friday, so be certain that you get to it before then if you're interested in the metal markets. And I'm going to start doing more of these, as I promised you. Probably do a currency next, and the ag reports. They're all going to be coming out in pretty swift waves because I can do them so much easier than having to sit down and write. Video for me is just so much easier. I'm Ira Epstein. See you at the end of the day videos. Hope you look for them, and I will see you then.